On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Dialect.
A form of a language that is spoken in a particular geographical area or by a particular group of people and has distinguishing characteristics.
Examples:
A local dialect. Minority dialect. The dialect spoken in the region differed from other parts of the country.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Incomprehensible.
Impossible to understand or explain, not able to be grasped or comprehended.
Examples:
Incomprehensible jargon. Incomprehensible math problem. The mathematical formula was incomprehensible to most of the students.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Mandarin.
An influential and high-ranking official, notably in the civil service, the branch of Chinese, which is the official language of China.
Examples:
Ancient Mandarin house. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin dialects typically have relatively few vowels.
Cantonese.
A dialect of Chinese spoken in and around the city of Guangzhou, Canton, in southern China, as well as by many overseas Chinese communities.
Examples:
Cantonese-style roast duck. Cantonese dialect. She took Cantonese classes to communicate better with her Chinese colleagues.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Dissimilar.
Not alike or having little in common.
Examples:
Dissimilar cultures. Dissimilar backgrounds. The two paintings were dissimilar in style and subject matter.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Opera.
A drama set to music, in which the words are sung rather than spoken.
Examples:
Ballad opera. Opera performance. She loves going to the opera house and hearing the beautiful music.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples:
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Dup.
To give someone or something an unofficial name or nickname, to provide movies with a voice of a foreign language.
Examples:
Dub the film in English. Dub data. We dubbed him Iron Man because of his toughness.
Subtitle.
A secondary title or alternate title that is displayed below the primary title, often used to provide additional information or translation for a movie or video. A text that appears at the bottom of a movie, TV show, or video to provide a written translation or transcription of the spoken dialogue in another language.
Examples:
chart subtitle, foreign language subtitle. Make sure to turn on subtitles so you can understand the foreign film.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
bachelor's degree, degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Mutual.
Common to or shared by two or more parties.
Examples:
share of a mutual fund, mutual efforts. They cooperated for their mutual benefit.
Intelligibility.
The quality or state of being intelligible or easily understood, clarity of expression or communication.
Examples:
intelligibility test, visual intelligibility. The teacher emphasized the importance of clear enunciation to increase her students' speech intelligibility.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
separate video into chapter, separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Occasion.
A time or event that is suitable or appropriate for something to happen or be done, a particular event or circumstance that requires or allows for something to be done.
Examples:
a glad occasion, as occasion demands. She wore her best dress for the special occasion.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
surprisingly advanced culture, have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Distinction.
A difference or contrast between similar things or people.
Examples:
important distinction, draw a distinction. I can't see any distinction between these two concepts.
Pronounce.
To say or speak a word or words correctly or in a particular way.
Examples:
pronounce a judgment, pronounce a name. She struggled to pronounce the word in a foreign language.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Linguistic.
Relating to language or the study of language.
Examples:
Her major is linguistics. Linguistic analysis. Our naive experience undoubtedly contains a linguistic aspect.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Coincident.
Happening or operating in the same place or at the same time.
Examples:
Coincident indicators. A series of coincident events. Coincident with the negotiation, the bank was permitted to open a Beijing branch.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Emergence.
The process or fact of coming into existence or becoming apparent.
Examples:
Emergence as a national leader. Re-emergence of rampant inflation. The emergence of a new virus can cause concern for public health.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year. Territorial. Related to a specific country's ownership of land or water.
Examples:
Territorial integrity. Territorial aggression. The ship will not enter Chinese territorial seas.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Sponsor.
To provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
Sponsor a contest. Sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Persist.
To continue to do and refuse to stop something despite difficulties or opposition, even if it appears unreasonable.
Examples:
Persist over time. Persist in success. Consult your doctor if the symptoms persist.
Inferior.
Lower in rank, status, or quality.
Examples:
An inferior poet. Inferior quality. The new employee's work was inferior to that of the experienced workers in the team.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
Extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
modern poetry, pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
politically advantageous, become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Unify.
To bring or join something together so that they form a single unit.
Examples:
unify the system, unify the party. The people believe that they can unify the country.
Legendary.
Famous or well-known, especially through long-standing popular stories or tradition.
Examples:
legendary actor, achieve a legendary status. The legendary stories of King Arthur have been passed down for centuries.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Desirable.
Worth having or achieving, pleasing, attractive, or sought after.
Examples:
desirable effect. Desirable result. The beachfront property had a desirable location with stunning ocean views.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
the attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Fascist.
Relating to or supporting fascism, which is a political ideology that emphasizes authoritarian government, nationalism, and suppression of political opposition and individual liberties.
Examples:
fascist propaganda. Fascist policies. The regime was accused of being fascist for their oppressive tactics.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Prohibit.
To officially stop something from being done or used, especially by enforcing the law. prohibit destructive activities. Prohibit the use of phone. Congress passed a law to prohibit the disposal of nuclear waste.
Sphere.
A round object or geometric shape that is three-dimensional and symmetrical around a central point, a particular aspect or scope of life or activity.
Examples:
Sphere of influence. Business sphere. The sphere of the Earth is divided into several layers, including the crust, mantle, and core.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
Walk backward. Backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Unsophisticated.
Lacking refinement, education, or worldly experience, simple or straightforward in nature or style, not complex or sophisticated.
Examples:
Unsophisticated taste. Unsophisticated argument. The product's unsophisticated design made it difficult for experienced users.
Testimony.
A formal written or spoken statement that something is true, especially one given in court, something that serves as evidence.
Examples:
Testimony before Congress. Give his testimony. Witness testimony backed up the defendant's claims.
Gatekeeper.
A person, organization, or system that controls or monitors access to something, often a website, database, or institution. A person or group that controls or regulates access to information, especially for a particular perspective or interest.
Examples:
Gatekeeper role. Information gatekeeper. The company's gatekeeper screened all incoming phone calls and emails to ensure only important ones reached the boss.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Landlord.
A person or organization that rents a room, a house, an office, etc.
Examples:
Suit against the landlord. The landlord of an inn. He complained about the price a tenant pays to the landlord.
Inquiry.
The act or process of asking a question or asking for information, an official process of investigating a matter of public interest.
Examples:
Inquiry about the product. Launch an inquiry. Our tech support responds to the first inquiry exceptionally promptly.
Prospective.
Likely or expected to happen or become in the future, often referring to something or someone that is being considered or evaluated.
Examples:
Prospective customer, prospective candidate. The company is looking for prospective employees with strong communication skills.
Vernacular.
A language or dialect spoken by the ordinary people in a particular country or region.
Examples:
Vernacular language, native vernacular. The poet wrote in the vernacular of ordinary people.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
Posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Cast.
To cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
Cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Incorrect.
Not in accordance with fact or truth or not accurate.
Examples:
Make an incorrect report. An incorrect translation. He found my English sentences are incorrect.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
Join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Grammar.
The set of structural constraints on speakers or writers' composition of clauses, phrases, and words.
Examples:
Grammar checker. Latin grammar. Mastering grammar takes a lot of time for those learning a foreign language.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Linguist.
A person who speaks several foreign languages, a person who studies or teaches languages or linguistics.
Examples:
Foreign linguist. Cognitive linguist. Though I love literature, I'm a bad linguist.
Opt.
To make a choice from a range of possibilities.
Examples:
Opt out of society. Opt for a traditional wedding. I decided to opt for premature retirement.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Murky.
Dark and gloomy, or difficult to see through.
Examples:
Murky waters. A murky dungeon. Prospects for the suspect's conviction are murky due to a lack of helpful evidence.
Pollinate.
To transfer pollen from the male part of a flower to the female part, thereby fertilizing the plant and allowing it to produce fruit or seeds. To spread or disseminate an idea or influence to others.
Examples:
pollinate plants, pollinate fruit trees. Without bees to pollinate the flowers, many crops would not exist.
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples:
greatest glory, former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
naturally arising, naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
resist temptation, resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Impulse.
A sudden strong and unreflective wish or need to do something, the electrical discharge that travels along a nerve fiber.
Examples:
a combative impulse, profound religious impulses. Nerve impulses cross a synapse through the action of neurotransmitters.
Neat.
Clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
a neat piece of work, neat idea. She has neat habits.
Bucket.
An open container with a handle made of metal or plastic, often used for carrying liquids.
Examples:
bucket list, bucket of golf balls. She filled a bucket with water and carried it back to the house.
Continuum.
A series of similar items in which no part or portion is distinct or distinguishable from adjacent parts.
Examples:
a space-time continuum, the continuum of events. Our life is a continuum of experience in which events pass from the future through the present to the past.
Overlap.
To partially cover something by going beyond its edge.
Examples:
overlap one another, overlap in many areas. There was no overlap between their proposals.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
a gradual process, a gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Confound.
To confuse or perplex, to mix up or throw into disorder, to prove to be false or illogical.
Examples:
Confound right and wrong. Confound the problem. The unexpected events confounded the scientists, who had to rethink their hypothesis.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
a dynamic market, dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
diverse backgrounds, a person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Dazzling.
Shining brightly, highly attractive or exciting.
Examples:
dazzling debut, dazzling views. Last night, the team delivered dazzling performance.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
theory of the universe, expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.